sure you don't want to come in? I said, no. It was kind of cool out there. So I went back out to the car, and I got in the car, and I got in the back seat because Sam's going to come out. So Sam comes out and gets to the front seat. Clayton starts moving the car. I said to Clay, I said to Sam, I'm sorry, who was that girl that answered that door? He said, that was my cousin Dolores. I looked at him and I said, I think I'll marry her. You know what he says? He turns around the seat, he looks at me, he says, what are you, nuts? I guess he carried over. Well, I didn't see her for a long while. And one day I was sitting at her uncle's table, and she come in with her cousin and some other girls, I don't know what it was. And I was sitting by the door going into the dining room. And they had to walk past. And she said something, I'm pretty sure she said, what are you, munching food over here or something like that? She denied she said anything, but she said something. And then she walked by and gave her a little whack. Friendly little thing. Well, you want to throw Mitch into a clutch of dynamite? That was like, that's what you did with her. She got on my case. She tried for at least 15 minutes to slap my face. I'm not kidding you guys for a little bit. I just rocked over.
She comes again.
She ended up with black and blue marks on the inside of her arm. She wouldn't stop. I tried to stop her. Calm down. No, she wouldn't do it. So I grabbed both her arms, pushed her against the wall, and kissed her. I stopped her. I don't know about after a while how we ended up going around together. I took her out one day for a fish fry after work. We stopped at a tell this what I knew. We stopped off after work for her, and we had a fish fry. And the bill came, and I paid the bill, and I left the tip on the table. And it's narrow the aisle going up.
You gotta tell me.
So I'm walking out, and she's walking behind me, and she tapped me on the shoulder. I said, what? She says, you forgot this, and she gives me the tip. Now, what do you think? I say, holy smokes, this is a keeper. So I kept her anyway.
I'm not a drinker usually, okay? And pick me up on an empty stomach. I had a fish fry, and I had a beer, and I don't usually drink. And I'm not responsible for what happened. So we just have to get you drunk.
So anyway, later on, I went to her father and mother, and I asked them if it'd be all right. I don't remember if I asked them to marry her or just engaged to me, but they were happy with that. So at Christmas time of '56, I bought her a teddy bear with a red ribbon on it, and on the red ribbon, I tied her an engagement ring. I'm a romantic. So somebody told me. She gets the teddy bear, oh, got the ring, everything was fine. But next year, about January, February, I don't remember, but my Aunt Jean was having a party at their place out in town. We were there. It was in the basement. And we're standing around, some of us talking. And Grandma Ann, you know Grandma Ann?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
She come over, and she looks at me, and I don't know exactly the words she said, but she said, when are you going to marry that girl? You don't not answer, Grandma Ann. You got to hear my reason. So I said, well, I think June. She piped up and said, oh no, that's too soon. She didn't say it wasn't. So that started it. She started making preparations, and we ended up marrying in August. And we had a party. Oh, that was nice, you know. People came, all those people who aren't there anymore. And we did great. We lived, we had some kids, things went on.
Some
About 25 years, she says, well, we got to renew our vows. I said, we do. She said, we do. I said, okay, so we'll renew our vows. Back to the same church. I managed to find the same priest that married us before he died. And we got renewed our vows. And I threw a party. So we had a nice little party. Now we go on another 25 years, and it's 50. She says, we got to renew our vows again. I said, cheapers. I said, okay. Went back to the same church where they get the same priest. But we renewed our vows, and I threw another party. So it was all right. She was happy with it. But I did on the 50th. Teddy bear that I bought her, panda bear actually, but I bought her. Kathy and I had it refurbished, and I replaced, and I brought it back for her to have her little present. I thought she'd be overjoyed. It just went over flat. Of course, I ended up back in the corner where it was all the time. But it was a thought on my part. So afterwards, now we're at our 60th. Well, this poor teddy bear, this panda bear, has lived through our lives. I don't know how he survived as well as he did, but he survived. Now, I gotta give him a fight at the end.
Careful, you'll look at your
Now, somebody told me that the 60th is a diamond anniversary. So I did what I always do. I tied a bow of ribbon, I put a ring on it, and I'm giving it to her.
And even lights on.
Turned her back on his teddy bear in her 50th. And this was attached to the back of the bear today. And when she picked it up, it fell off. But I have to give you that back of the bear.
The Hallmark Movie Channel.
Mom just
Every time girl gets
Take the pictures, get out of the way.
I've been hearing that for years.
Take the pictures, get out of the way.
So now this card says, wish it. Every wish, may every wish be yours on this special day. Love one. P.S. Will you marry me?
Enjoy yourself.
if that's a secret. So I only
The Lions, she volunteered for a long. And I always thought Dolores was very intelligent and caring.
Watch your mouth now.
She took care of her mother, she took care of her mother-in-law. She raised her children wonderful. She's loving her grandchildren and great-grandchildren. I just have one question.
I don't want to hear it.
Being so bright and intelligent, how come you made the same mistake 3 times?
Standing on the corner and I figured nobody else was gonna hear. I felt sorry. You know,
No. I just got one.
There are some of you that don't know how our family has grown over the years. So we're going to start with the oldest, and she is going to introduce her family, and then we'll continue. And who's the old now? Me. This is my lovely husband, Mike. I'm Rhonda. This is my lovely husband, Mike. And my gorgeous daughter, Jen, who's plugging her ears over here. She can't stand our voices. No, because I understand you probably went about years. Linda! Okay, rest of her won't go on. I have 4 children. My daughter, Lindsay. My son, Nicholas. My son, Josh. My daughter, Julie is in the bathroom. This is my son-in-law, Brian, Lindsay's husband. And Michael. Michael's in the bar. Julie's Michael is in the bar, and Julie's in the bathroom.
Here comes Julie.
Here's Michael. And the little boy was. He's Thursday. Stand up. Introduce
I'm Ron Jr. Thank you.
Everybody knows me. I'm family. And as my brother Ronnie so nicely said at my parents' 50th, oh no, I'm not with Brian, Jason's father, who is my oldest son, who is married and lives in Florida with my 2 granddaughters. Oh, wait a minute, you're not with Ed. But I am with this lovely, beautiful girl over here, Elizabeth. Oh, that's me. Raise your hand. It's my second child. Christopher. My son Christopher came from Virginia. He's at Wait, Chris, wait. The next is my beautiful, amazing daughter, Stephanie. Oh, she's and Stephanie's awesome Kyle, which will soon be taking my son-in-law. Baby Allie. And then everybody knows the next one because we can't help but introduce her as Allie Tude. That's my daughter Allison. And she, if you want to ever know what's going on in any of the Leisten's lives, you can ask Allie, because Allie has it all. Now I'm done.
I'm short. Oh, wait, I'm short and quick. Me, I'm not the problem child. Me.
Why is he hugging me? I'm not the problem child.
And these two. Mr. Ron, this is Steven Jr. All further blame goes on him. I'm not responsible. If you engage me well enough, I'll take the heat for it. Tell his fault. You are not going to do it. Where's my brother Ronnie?
He already,
Oh, great entrance.
he already knows.
I already did.
She gave it to me. I don't know.
Are we done yet? Are we done yet? Hey, I want 2 minutes to toast the people who are not here today. And we all know who they are. Uncle Dewey and Helen, the 2 grandmas. Anybody else who's not here, here to toast to them. Uncle Jack, here's you. And why do I have a Bloody Mary in my hand? If the mic.
She handed me that.
farewell.
You don't have to. I have to get in here.
Do it again. Do it again. So then look this way when you're done.
Now look at Danny, please.
Look this way, please. Both
Look
of
at
you.
Danny.